live here tonight with episode number 31. We got John Smeal, Connor Knowlton, myself, also Tommy Reynolds. I didn't add him to the thing. He was a last minute addition, but we're going to have a little podcast tonight. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to hang out and just enjoy a Friday night here. So y'all stick around. We'll have episode 31 here in just a moment.
Welcome to ARCS, Behind the Driver Podcast.
Okay, there we go. We're live here. This is episode 31. We have two cameras. The other two people are too lazy, or something. I don't know. I don't know the. Hey, Connor Knowlton has his camera on. John Smill said he's too lazy. He didn't want to go get his laptop. Tommy Reynolds, if his camera came on, the stream might burn down. So, yeah, here we are. I don't know. I don't really have an agenda for tonight, but we're gonna wing it because that's what I love doing. So let's wing it. We just got done running ARX. Smil, you looked great. Well,
I
I don't
couldn't
know.
keep the damn thing on the track. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't. Yeah, I
Couldn't
said.
keep it off of me either.
Yeah.
Well, you,
You ran through him. Look, let's be honest. You ran through him. All right. I know we all have different breaking points, but damn, Smil, your breaking points in the middle of turn 1 and 2, because you just destroyed Connor. What the hell?
well, he had tried to pull the instigator move and did a little bit more than rattle my cage. So I just,
Fair enough.
gave him a bump.
I nudged him. I just gave him a little nudge, a little love tap. You know, the car was tight. I just tried to help him rotate, and I think he got in the gas a little too early, and just, these things happen.
Oh, you helped me rotate, all right. That wasn't my problem. But then I don't even remember who was in the race that said I don't think he got that loud and clear enough, because one of the times he was lapping me, I just gave him a solid tap, nothing egregious, and apparently it was agreed upon that wasn't quite enough. So
By who? By I didn't agree to this. I didn't agree to it.
it was what, Matt? I think it was Matt.
It might have been Matt. He was like, "Yeah, I don't think you got the message." I'm like, "Oh no, I got the message," and the message was sent anyway.
It was sent all right, just like you around that corner.
Yeah, listen, I got sent to the Shadow Realm, and yeah, it wasn't fun. My car was pretty beat up.
Hey, at this point, I will take a feud with anyone other than Fetter Place.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't even know how this started. I think Smyrna. Oh, so what was Smyrna? You want to explain to the good people how what happened under caution at Smyrna?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I saw y'all beating and banging under caution tonight, so I don't know.
I just wanted to give his part of his car back to him because he left it all on the side of my car, so I was just trying to put it back,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He makes nice paint, so I wanted to make sure it just kind of was put back into place. So I just wanted to return his paint to him.
All right, so I got a serious question for both of y'all. Reynolds, obviously, he's semi-retired like I am, so he doesn't run y'all's series on Friday nights. But to people that don't run ARX, obviously next week we got USA Dirt. Why come out and race? What's the, I don't want to say what's the point. That seems kind of mean, but fuck, what's the point? I mean, what is it? I mean, look, as a broadcaster, I love calling dirt races because I know what's going on, but what's the point to come out and run USA Dirt next Friday night?
Well, for one, it's a free track, so anyone that's run with us in the past that has the SRX car has no excuse. It's just fun. This is a series that was meant to not be taken super seriously, unless you're Matthew Kent. And just come out and have fun and race and just enjoy it. Go back to what ARCS was when I first joined the community. So just kind of getting back to the roots of what ARCS was like when I got here.
Absolutely. Connor, what do you think?
So to build off of that, like it's fun. This game is something that I think sometimes takes itself way too seriously, and I'm really guilty of doing that myself. And there's a lot of competitive leagues within ARCS themselves. We got I'm running OST a lot. I'm making a bid for A Squared next year. Kind of starting moving to the Xfinity side, to the truck side, and those are really structured, really organized, really competitive, and there's a lot of fast guys in here too, but like we don't take ourselves too seriously. We show up, in cars that are really hard to drive, that can slip and slide. They move around. They're not super planted, and it's just the right balance
This
of
guy.
loose. It doesn't turn so well sometimes. It's a car that you can get away with nudging somebody, and everyone in here just laughing, giggling, having a good time. And there's a good balance of like, we'll have really, really good battles, really good races, and then when it hits the fan, we're just all giggle and go get a fast repair and go do it again.
What are y'all talking about?
Absolutely. And Austin, luckily for you, I have my soundboard muted, so I don't know what kind of train noise you made when you came in, but
It
no
was
one.
a full blast Sydney Sweeney.
So,
So
the number
yeah.
one Sweeney fan club.
Luckily, no one heard it, so I think we're still safe. Turn your camera on, cause
I gotta plug it back up. I'm doing it right now.
oh, Jesus Christ, this guy,
Eeyore has arrived.
this guy, this guy.
What's
All right.
What's today's fun fact?
Fun fact: Austin is a creep. That's
Oh,
the fun
no.
fact. Anyway, yeah. So tonight was good. Next week, Austin, I guess doesn't. He run. What'd you run tonight? Fucking
Rod car.
yeah. I don't know if I can
That
say
didn't.
fucking on
That
YouTube.
didn't go.
I just did. So yeah, how'd it go?
Not very well because the entire race ran green and I got wrecked in the green and no caution came out.
Yeah, you'll have that
You
on the
wreck him
big
back?
jobs. You really will.
You get him back?
What?
Did you get him back?
No.
Then what are we
I
doing here? What are we
first-
talking about?
Yeah,
My
that's what-
first race, man. I'm not gonna make myself look like a jackass.
Why?
well,
You're
there comes a point-
you're
there
gonna
comes a
do
point where
You're gonna do it eventually, anyways. So
I'm like, there comes a point where you're like, me personally, I'm not having that. Like I get wrecked under green, no yellow, fine. I'll handle it myself. I'll get my own yellow.
Probably should have been a caution, but
Yeah. The tower
why
was
can't I
sleeping
get
on
this
that one.
thing
Had a
to
couple,
fucking-
had a couple too many beers.
Well, the thing
Yeah,
is that the
that
league
is-
owner was in the wreck too.
So it should have been a caution for
It
sure.
really should have been a caution, man. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
we-
answers. We need answers.
It really should have been a caution.
Well,
What's the state of the game come to?
really, we need to know, Austin, did your house survive the hurricane? All right.
his internet did not.
I don't think it did. I don't think it did.
It survived the hurricane.
He's
Awesome.
live from a cardboard box.
What happened? What are you talking about? I unplugged my mic for a second.
Jesus Christ, bro. I was asking if your house survived the hurricane.
Thing's fine.
All right, there you go. Live from Dr. Pepper World. His house is fine. He's gonna
Live from
turn his
Dr.
camera on.
Pepper.
There you go. Yeah,
There
There
he is.
it is.
There's the lad, the
there.
man himself.
Yeah, it's
Sydney
a-
Sweeney's number one
It's
fan.
still like fucked up a little bit, but
It's better than Smeals and Reynolds, which are off because they're communists. I think I'm not really sure how that works, but
what is it with you and communists tonight?
I don't know. We
Oh well, I guess that was Connor.
We don't
that-
like him. We
Or
don't
no,
like him.
It was
We
Better
don't-
Place that said about communists.
Yeah, he did, and I was a little worried. Cause look, let's be honest, all right. I don't really
Communism
belong. I don't
Oh.
really belong on ABN broadcast, but I'm there. Okay, so some things are
You're
said,
welcome.
some things happen, and I might not be able to continue my career, but hey, we're here.
What
we're
did you
having fun.
do? What did you do?
I don't know. Somebody said something about
Missing
communists.
input.
Apparently, we need to rewatch the broadcast.
Yeah, but like,
I wouldn't.
isn't YouTube like banned in Russia? Like, they're not even gonna see it. What's the point?
Yeah, I think they have Russia too over there.
I'm
Oh,
going to look
TommyTube.
at it.
hey, please don't.
So we'll just clip it.
Yeah. Look, at my best, I'm probably a 5 as a broadcaster. At my worst, I'm probably a 3.5. broadcaster. So
So what you're saying is it's time to update the broadcasting LinkedIn.
yeah, I mean, my resume is pretty strong, and in like the quality department, but as a broadcaster, I don't have a whole lot. I helped Rick James a couple times, which I mean, Jesus Christ, Rick James. We're coming out of 4, and he's hitting a bong rip, out of 4 as we're going green. So
and they're going green here. Oh wait, hold on. Let me take this snap real quick.
yeah, and
And they're wrecking.
he'll cough as we go green. He's like, "And we're green flag at Iowa." It's like, Rick, like, you've been doing this for 5 years, dude. When we're going green. Like, what?
He just got something in his throat. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I guess, but
That's
He's got that Mary J tickling his tonsils.
oh,
that's
for
the one side
sure.
of That's the one side of iRacing I haven't dabbled in yet is broadcasting.
It's fun. It is. I enjoy it. It's something that you kind of have to almost put yourself in almost like another character almost, because like when I do these podcasts or when y'all talk to me in Discord, I'm kind of almost a different person when it comes to broadcasting. Just because you kind of have to like, you just have to be a different person. I mean, it's kind of weird to say that, but and again, Friday nights there hasn't been a huge viewing, which I'm kind of bummed about, because it's like, I feel like I put on a pretty good show, and y'all put on a good show as drivers, and I'd like to have more people watch, but I mean, like,
It's
perfect
also a
example.
niche car.
It is, but perfect example, like our podcast right now as we like, I'm literally looking, we have more people watching this podcast than we did the race broadcast before it. So it's like, I mean, as a broadcaster and as someone who loves to see numbers, it's like, I kind of throw it back to myself. I'm like, well, what am I doing wrong? But it's not that. It's just like Friday nights are just so difficult. Me and Smeal have struggled with it for years, trying to do Friday night stuff. It's just everybody on Friday night. A lot of people get paid on Friday, so they want to go out and have fun on Friday night, go to dinner. It's hard to get a series to really pick up steam on Friday night.
Yeah. Also, like it's fall. The weather's still nice. Like race season's still going on in a lot of states around the country. Like there's still a lot of things going on. I think also like once wintertime hits and everyone kind of stays inside a little bit more, coops up a little bit. We'll get higher upturn on people coming back to race, people come back to watch the races. So it comes with the season.
For sure. Austin, shout out to you for still having crutches in your background. Is your knee fully healed?
Yeah, it's fine. I just don't know what to do with those.
Facebook Marketplace, my guy.
Facebook Marketplace. You could also just like carry them around, like
you could
just
also
by putting a handicap sticker.
Yeah, you could also.
I never had a handicap sticker in the first place.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You should have one.
The first thing I would apply for.
Look, he should have one, and it's not because of his knee. He should just have one.
When my knee was fucked up to where I needed those, I never went anywhere besides physical therapy, so I just stayed at home the entire time.
And
so, did you use the crutches like around the house, or did you like crawl around?
I mean, I needed them like for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, he broke his kneecap changing the oil on a 2010 Saturn or something.
No, it was like, I can't remember what car it was. Actually, no, it was a Hyundai.
Oh, there you go, the fucking Hyundai.
And I wasn't even like, I was putting the fucking skid plate back up. Because a guy was complaining because like some of the screws broke so I wasn't able to like put all of them back in because of how rusted out they are, or were. And then the guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy new ones, and can you put them back in?" And of course, when I went to put them back in, is when I tore my thing.
Tore your thing.
Yeah, my
You gotta keep that
meniscus.
thing intact, my boy.
Brother, we can't say thing on YouTube.
No,
But anyway,
how about my meniscus?
your meniscus was
I'm amazed,
torn.
Ryan. You can say that right now.
Hey,
But hey,
I know what I'm doing.
gave
I'm
me
a
the excuse
doctor.
to get a better job. So,
Oh yeah, you're at FedEx now, right?
well, I haven't
Oh, sorry, you're
doing
not
the
at
background check.
FedEx. He's allegedly
He's
at
screwed.
FedEx right now.
Allegedly.
He's in transit.
He's about to be at FedEx. UPS is shipping him to FedEx right now as we speak.
We'll find out if the background check if they search his social media at all. Because if they do, he ain't getting hired.
Not his Twitter, bro. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Well, I have it protected so you can't see anything.
Well, we
Yeah,
saw it
that
all.
says it all. And that says enough.
We saw what you said to Sydney, and that's, again, that's
enough.
okay,
That's enough.
but
That'll put you on a list.
They-
That's a background check.
They said not to put anything for the employment history
so
because
what'd you
it
put?
dragged.
Just broke knee? You just put broke
No.
knee in your employment
Well,
history?
no, they said to put unemployed for the entire thing because it's like, oh, you gotta go back 10 years.
10
You'd have
years.
18 freaking jobs on the damn resume.
But they were like, oh, just
Yeah.
put it. They were like, just put it as unemployed because then, like, they're actually gonna call, and then, like, if they call them and they don't pick up, they're gonna wait like a day or two and then call them again, and then wait like a day or two and then call them again, and do it like 3 times, which drags the process out. So they're like, yeah, just put unemployed.
Can you drive, and this is not, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but can you drive a FedEx truck? Like, do you know how to operate, like, a FedEx truck?
Well, it's not like the big step vans. It's like the smaller, like box trucks.
Oh, those are badass.
And again,
Whip those things around town.
They actually have AC.
That is a plus.
I mean, heat or AC, can you drive the thing? Because you can't really.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you both really can't drive a next gen car in iRacing.
That's different. It's a video game.
That's a simulator.
Oh, it's a
simulator.
It's a simulation.
I
But
used to
anyway,
upgrade equipment every day.
you
Like, that
updated
should be
equipment?
nothing. No, I used to operate equipment every day.
You drive a forklift?
No, he
No.
drove a
What's that, bud?
paver because he drove a paver. I think they paved Mickey Mouse's Christmas vacation thing or something. Didn't you say that? I don't know.
What the fuck?
I might I might be making shit up. I don't know at this point.
Chase
You are
Elliott
making
fucking
shit up.
motorhome? Like, what the fuck?
He did say he paved the Victoria's
I was at the
Secret.
fairgrounds.
That's what I meant right there.
Victoria.
Victoria's Secret to Fairgrounds. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely on the same wavelength there, Ryan.
That's
Saw
a
one
Look at that
Sydney Sweeney
shit.
poster and lost it.
That's a chicken coop, dude.
No, it's
Why are you
the horse
paving a
stables at
chicken
the
coop?
fairgrounds.
Well, Sydney, Austin can pave your
But
driveway
Ryan,
if you need it.
Ryan,
Stop.
stop and no.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
stop
just-
you right there.
No, I just said he could pave his. Oh yeah, I see how
Oh.
that would get out of hand real quick.
Yeah, yes.
All right, so let's shift it here. Damn, I'm having fun. I hope y'all are. A squared. All right, everybody in here. Austin's not he's not racing. Tommy Reynolds is part time. Connor, you're on the draft
I don't know
board.
yet. I'm on the board. I don't know if I'm gonna go full time or not. I still got to see. Getting close to probably December, I'll know for sure if I go full time.
Well, so the only one that's full time in this chat right now is me, and that is sad. Y'all are all
out of retirement.
You said you. All right, Brett Favre. You said you were retiring.
Hey, Tom Brady is a goat. All right, and he said he was retiring, and then he went to Tampa Bay, and
came to my Bucks and won a Super
and then
Bowl.
retired at Tampa Bay, and then came back for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make an announcement, and then you got to say, you know what?
Fuck it, we ball.
We ball.
He's
We ball.
Dale,
We're coming back.
Dale Jr. mentality.
You retire for the third time, like Brett Favre. You're done. That's it. We're sending Cody to hijack your wheel.
Well, I'm like 800 miles from Cody, so he ain't coming up here. But
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have retired a couple times, but no, next year I really do not plan to run a lot of the other series. I'm planning on really focusing on A Squared. Me and Brandon Fetter place. Obviously, he's another one of the owners. We're gonna have kind of an alliance, so to speak. I know this year, the teams, we don't require everyone to run the same manufacturer. So, if you draft somebody and they're like, hey, I only have Chevrolet, and you're a Ford team, we don't require them to run a Ford. So it's a little looser this year as far as manufacturers, and I know Brandon Fetter place. Me and him, I've spent a lot of time with him, kind of trying to figure out what the car is doing, and he's got some people that he's bringing in, that I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to get faster. I don't know. I was in Discord talking about it for a while, but apparently I had my settings completely wrong, which I blame Donald Ray because he told me to do it this way. But I had my steering wheel range. I disconnected it, but I had my steering wheel range at like 550 on the degrees of angle.
It's like nothing here, so like turn like that.
Yeah, well, apparently, so because I have the Fanatec DD2, 1080 is the like max. iRacing can't do anything over 1080. So with 550, I was burning my tires at double the rate, and I didn't even know it. So I changed it back to 1080. I've been adjusting some stuff. Brandon Fetter place is a great resource, and he's got some fast people that he might sneak up and take in the draft. But yeah, I'm excited. My dog's behind me. He's excited too. Yeah, so none of y'all are really running because Austin, you haven't even registered. Connor's not sure. John Smill's an owner, but not racing. Reynolds is part-time. What do y'all think next year is going to look like? I think it's probably going to be the craziest year we've had as far as competition.
Yeah, don't we have like 10 teams? How's that going to work?
10 teams, 4 drivers.
4 cars each.
So 40 cars. We'll have three, I don't even know what you call them. Unchartered, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's the best way to say it. So,
Open.
Yeah, we're looking at 43 cars on track pretty much every week.
My PC is going to have a hard time processing that. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But, hey, we'll figure it out as we go.
You know what? We're going full time, baby. We're locking in. Live on stream. We're going full time.
Live on stream. You heard it, Kent.
Live on stream. I got too excited. We're going full time. I don't know how we'll figure it out later. We're going full time. So any teams looking out there, Short tracks, I got it. Anything else? Gamble, but
Anything else? Goodbye.
Yeah.
yeah, I could promise that I'll at least maybe finish the race.
Well, look,
At least maybe.
you don't have a good track record from last year because somebody
Yeah, I did a couple.
somebody drafted you and then you disappeared. So I'm just saying.
I had a tough work conflict come up, and I was like, yo, let me swap shifts, and like, nah, I'm like, all right, cool. So Tom,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my fault. That one's out of my hands.
Luckily,
But on the bright side,
he is retired. He's pulling a Martin Truex Jr. He'll be there at the 500. But yeah, he's pulling a Truex. He's only going to run a couple races. So Line Power is dead. Presidential Racing is not dead. We're coming back. I got the fourth. Oh, I can't say that out loud, I don't think.
He just gave up which pick he has.
I think, allegedly, I have the fourth pick in the draft.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, again. And if I pick Cody Pennell, allegedly, that's... Look.
the draft board is in tatters right now. Team voters are scrambling right now.
I mean...
Hey, mine hasn't changed.
Allegedly, who has the first pick?
Allegedly, it's James Kerr. Which Zach Millett's going to Kerr. And then again, I can't bring it up because I have y'all streamed on the Discord. Allegedly, Steven Oberstadt has second pick, and then allegedly, who is the third pick?
They're saying that Patrick's gonna go as the second pick.
I mean, if Steven picks Patrick in the first round, honestly, I love Patrick. I love Patrick Oberstadt. But if Steven picks Patrick Oberstadt in the first round, he's a fucking moron. I mean,
I think Steven would pick Cody.
And I hope he doesn't, because we're going to have some words.
See, Cody was supposed to race for Steven in HTL, but because of A squared, dropped out of full-time in HTL. So if Steven's that high up on the board, I will almost guarantee he still picks him for CBR.
I don't think he will. I think Steven will pick either his brother or whatever the hell he is.
Yeah, it's his brother.
Patrick. Or he will pick this is the funny thing is John Hagan, I think, slips to 5th or 6th overall. Even though he won the championship of races and won the championship, because of his baggage, I don't think he gets picked up until Jeremy. Honestly,
people don't put enough respect on his name. Obviously,
people sleeping on my boy.
Where am I on this fucking list? Like, how far down am I? I'm not even driving him for my own team.
I don't think I'm getting picked on your team after the last couple of weeks.
I
don't think I'm making the cut.
You might get picked just so that I can park your ass every week.
I'd be like, all right, I only bought 3 cars, Connor.
It's all hold on. I'll tell y'all right now. It's all based off rankings in Next Gen Sim Racer Hub. Let me tell y'all here. If I can find
That's
it.
what's determining the draft order?
Yeah. Of course it
Well,
is.
that's horse shit.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I mean, Reynolds didn't like that, obviously.
Fucking randomize it.
Yeah, Reynolds said, fuck it, I'm leaving. No, we're not randomizing it. There's so many messages in here, I can't. Hold on. Let me figure out here.
So I'm probably last.
No, you're not. Fetter Place is last, I think.
How the fuck is Fetter Place last?
Because he has the highest
next gen
with the next gens. Well, owners with the next gens.
Where is this? I thought y'all talk about something else. Talk about the Dolphins or something. Hell, I don't know. Give me
who is gonna die on the field if he gets back on?
Well,
if they put him back on, if they put Tua back on, that'll be concussion protocols in shambles.
All right. Let's
If,
see.
yeah, if he ever steps back on a football field, it's someone's getting fired.
Yeah, so many people are losing their jobs. I mean, like a stiff breeze will put that man back in the protocol. I don't think he's playing football anymore. Love the guy,
Alright.
nice guy. Not it.
So right now, Smil. So the last draft thing did not have you as an. Oh yes, it did. It had you. Your third. Your third pick.
Oh, so
So
I'm third, not Steven?
no, yeah, no. Steven's
Steven's
second.
second.
So right now the mock draft is Kurt, and again this is confidential information. So anybody that's watching, all two of y'all, didn't come from me. All right.
I
So
know Kent is gonna see this. It's not gonna go well.
Kent's probably already watching and losing his mind.
let's be real, brothers. Kent's internet, he can't watch a blade of grass grow right now. All right. So Kerr is Kerr is the first pick. Steven Oberstadt second. Smeal's third. I'm the fourth pick. Feemster's fifth. Kent is sixth. Fetter Place is seventh. Seth is eighth. Bryn Roberts is ninth. And Jeremy Brialt is the last pick in the first round.
Is that because he won the championship as an owner for the last 3 years?
Probably. And he's very good at next gen. So, and then the second round, obviously, it will go.
It flip flops, right?
Yeah, it'll be Jeremy, Bryn, Seth, Brandon, Kent, Feemster, me, Smeal, Oberstadt, Kerr. So it's a snake draft. Fourth round is basically everyone that doesn't have a drive that is a driver. Smeal will get a fourth round pick because he's not driving. So Smeal gets a fourth round pick. Right now, Matthew Kent has Smeal getting Emma Kruger in the fourth round. I don't necessarily agree with that, but hey, he also said.
I love how this started. I love how this started as all right. Allegedly, things are going to be happening. Then 5 minutes later, all right. So basically, here's the scoop, boy. I'm telling you the whole draft.
So
I mean,
wait,
for the 5
because
people
I'm
that
not
watch
a
this.
so because I'm not a driver myself, I get 2 picks in the 4th round.
You get 1 pick in the fourth round.
The fourth round is only people that.
The fourth round is only for you, basically, at this point, because you're the only owner that is not a driver. So, like me.
So I basically get 2 third-round picks.
Basically, yeah. You get a third round pick, and then in the fourth round, you'll take your fourth driver. That's where I would have taken my fourth driver as well if I didn't come out of retirement and decide to race again. So, yeah, you're the only one that has a fourth round pick, which it kind of fucks you over because you get.
Well, fuck, I might pick myself at that point. Like, Christ.
Well,
who's going to be left?
Well, you'd be surprised because we
Diamond
have
in a rough type shit right there.
Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get the Mr. Irrelevant pick.
Yeah,
I mean the talent.
Mr. and Mrs. Relevant.
Pool
you're
seems
gonna-
a lot better than it was last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are on the list that people don't necessarily know them, but they're not bad. Like, for example, Chris Fleming. I've run with him in TNT. Super nice guy. Runs pretty fast. Does a good job of staying out of the way. Colin McDonough, another one that has been running in TNT. Like, there's some people on that list that a lot of people don't know that they could be a snag in the third or fourth round. So
Pretty sure Chris Fleming win it. Didn't he win TNT at Talladega?
he did, yeah.
He's a very good team pick. He'd do really well
That motherfucker won
bolstering a
race
team.
before I did it here.
Let me go take a look at the list here. See if these names ring any bells.
Because last season it seemed like once you got to how many fucking like midway through the second round, it was just okay. Like, just pick somebody that's gonna show up to every race.
That's what every owner wants. I mean, I would rather have, like, that's why I picked Boss over someone else, is because I know
So you
that,
like at Bristol
yeah, well, fuck
and
you.
Gateway.
Fuck you, bitch. I know that Boss is going to show up every week and he's going to be there. He might finish 21st, but he's
And Arc
there.
will break the field.
Yeah,
That's
well,
points.
I mean,
Points.
allegedly again. But, he's going to be there every week versus if I pick someone that I don't really know, I don't know if they're going to show up every week, and that's what the owners are dealing with right now, and they got to do a little bit of recruiting, a little bit of college football recruiting, be like, hey, if I pick you, like, are you going to be there every week? Are you going to be there every single Sunday night? Again, we all have lives, so if you miss a race, understood. You have subs, we'll get you a sub, but you got to be there. Like, you got to be present. You got to be a part of the team. And I know 2 years ago, I had Cody on my team and he left. And then I got Donald Ray on my team and he left too. And then they both joined other teams.
When they
So
came back.
fuck both of them. Maybe I don't draft Cody Pinnell in the first round. Who knows? I don't
He's
know.
too busy working on that,
You have
that redneck hot tub.
Yeah.
he has inadvertently spoiled his first pick by saying who he won't pick.
We all know he's going to pick Cody if Cody's still there. I still don't think Cody makes it that far. I will
No.
almost lay money that Steven takes Cody pick number 2.
I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Steven, look, he's pick 2. Pick a 1 is Kerr. He's gonna get Zach Millett. No questions asked. I'm sorry. That's a gimme. Zach Millett is an OG. For y'all, for those of y'all that don't know, OG was kind of a sister league to ARCS very early on. That's where Zach Millett came from. James Kerr was, I think he still is an admin for OG. So Zach Millett's 100. I can guarantee 99.9% Zach Millett's going number 1 overall because Kerr's got the first pick as of now. Again, it could change before January, but he's got number 1 overall pick. I think Zach Millett's gone. Steven Oberstadt, I don't. I think Steven might snag John Hagen. And again, that's an unpopular opinion, but I think he snags John Hagen, and then Smil, that puts you 3rd. And if you take Cody, I'm gonna come to your house and burn your fucking tree down. I don't even know if you have a tree, but I'm burning it down.
Oh shit!
I think Steven would be stupid not to pick somebody like Hagen.
Yeah, but
but
Steven
his
understands.
Steven's thing is he wants to have his brother on his team, which I understand that, but in my opinion, I think Patrick would be better suited as like a second rounder pick because I believe it would be foolish of him to squander his first round pick when he can get somebody that he knows is good, like he knows Hagen and knows Hagen is good.
Yeah,
And
but Oberstadt knows that Hagen comes with baggage. There's drivers out there that come with baggage, and John Hagen he's a fast motherfucker. I'll give you that, but he comes with baggage. There's no denying that. Every driver in the field, you have to make that decision. Okay, yes, they're fast as hell, but am I gonna get, because we have penalties this year where it's going to be intense penalty wise. You have one freebie Last year you had, 5 at-fault incidents, 5 at-fault cautions. Okay, I know I can wreck, me for example. I know if I'm behind Mongold, I know I can hit Mongold. He's not going to wreck. That's just an at-fault incident. Now I know, okay, I've got 2 at-fault incidents. I have 0 at-fault cautions. Now I know, okay, when I hit this motherfucker, I'm going to make sure he fucking wrecks, so it's an at-fault caution. You don't have that this year or next year. It's all together. And you get 1 freebie, and after that, it's 3 points, then 6 points, then 9 points, and then after that, my math doesn't, I can't comprehend that math. Yeah, something like that. So you get 1 freebie. That's it. And we do have a thing in the rules where if you run a certain amount of races clean and you don't have any incidents, that backs off. So if you were at 3 penalty points and you run 3 or 4 clean races, you go back to, okay, I'm basically back at square one. I feel like that will help. Another thing that is huge next season is there's no fast repairs, ladies and gents.
Mm-hmm.
Except for super speedways and bristle dirt, which I pushed to be on the schedule because, yes, I am.
Of course you did. You're biased.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm biased. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a wrench in the works.
We're running bristle dirt. So, allegedly, again.
Yes.
I don't know if I can say that.
Kent's gonna fire you for.
Who's he gonna get to take my place? I mean, for fuck's sake, it's my fucking series, so you can't really fire me. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But are we going to bristle dirt? I don't know. Ask Mongold. He would say, "Crack open the doctor."
Dirt.
Are we going to Bristol Dirt, Mongold?
He said no.
No? All right, then.
Hope not.
Hey, you heard it here first, guys.
But the draft this year, and again, look, we've been doing this for. Well, I say we. Y'all haven't really, but I've been doing A squared since 2020. When COVID happened, that's when A squared was kind of born. We're talking 2025 next year, so pretty much 5 years from when I started this thing, and we started on Heat 4 for A squared, and now we're on iRacing, and now we're talking about, I mean, y'all think 10 team owners who draft 3 other drivers, including themselves, other than Smeal, he gets a 4th driver. That's 40. That's 40 cars. And that's not including people that don't get drafted and want to come in and try and race. That's 43 cars because 43 is the max based off it. I think it's based off pit stalls. So if there's 45 pit stalls, we'll allow 45 cars. If it's 42 pit stalls, we'll allow 42 cars. And it's a lot like last year early in the year where everybody that is drafted is locked in. You're guaranteed to start. So if there's 40 drafted drivers in the race and there's 43 pit stalls, you have 3 opportunities for non-drafted drivers to come in and race, which you're going to have some of those, like Tom Sears at Daytona. Perfect example. He's not going to get drafted because he's not running full time. Tommy Reynolds, I wish I could talk to him, but he had to go, I guess, play his flute on the Chicago River or something. I don't know. I don't know what he does. But, there's a lot of drivers that are wanting to be in our Daytona race, that they're part-time. They are not a part of a team. They have to qualify in.
The
So,
duels are actually going to mean something.
yeah, the duels are important because obviously if you're drafted or if you're a team owner, you're locked in. There's no question about it. But if you didn't get drafted and you're not a team owner, now you have to actually race your way into a race where there may only be one or two spots available. It's gonna be a wild season for sure.
What the?
It'll be.
Brandon Jones got the pole for the Xfinity race.
How did he get
What?
the pole? How did
Yeah,
he get the
Brandon
pole?
Jones on the pole for the Xfinity race.
That's a weird one. I wouldn't have put that on my bingo card.
Yeah.
Was there a truck race tonight?
No, trucks are off this week.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, what do y'all think? Y'all got any thoughts?
Thoughts on what? A squared?
Fuck, I don't know. Who cares?
I
Thoughts on
mean, I don't
anything?
know.
Man, ranch on pizza ain't that bad.
Depending on how I like the schedule, will dictate if I decide I want to run A squared.
Whoever drafts you, Austin, if you go full time,
It's
I
probably gonna
will
be
do
Jeremy.
a free paint scheme that's fucking Eeyore themed with Dr. Pepper
I'm
on
not
it.
running that shit.
The hell you aren't. I will make sure
I'm
that
my
team
own
owner makes you run that paint.
I will say
And then I'll quit on the spot.
the championship race this year or next year in 2025 is at Michigan.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Michigan, really?
Michigan. Yep.
Ooh, that's
Interesting.
Millet is gonna be dangerous if that is the case.
He's always dangerous.
Well, I mean, especially at Michigan.
All right, y'all talk about Austin Mongold's tweets real quick. I gotta fucking piss, and then we'll close it out after y'all.
I think we'll
don't
get
think-
canceled if we do that.
Where
I
do we
don't
start
think
with
having a
that? I don't
championship
think.
race at Michigan is a very good idea. You might as well just have it at fucking Talladega at that point.
Why?
I don't know. There's a lot more. There's a lot more skill involved with Michigan.
I was gonna
mean,
say there's a big difference.
I just for me, it's like actually to that point, like
Or if you're gonna
Prob-
have it at a track like that, have it at Auto Club.
Auto Club would be fun, but Michigan has a little bit different character to it. I would
But
say
it's
Michigan.
basically like a draft track, though.
Yeah, but I mean, but it has components of tire saving, so there you still have to have some sense about you as to are you going to make that move, are you going to dip out of line, you still hurt your tires. Especially it comes down to fuel mileage as well. It's definitely not necessarily always about the fastest driver, but it can be about who's the smartest driver as well. It's going to be a weakness for me because the mile and a half and up stuff I don't touch on the next gen. I definitely need to put in a lot more laps for it. I'm definitely a lot more comfortable on the short tracks, but I think definitely if you've got good team chemistry and you've got a really good race strategy as a team, Michigan can really favor you and help beat a guy that might be individually quick there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the team aspect's definitely gonna play a role there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
We have some team alliances this year, so obviously it hasn't been formally announced, but I've kind of mentioned it that Presidential Racing and I don't know what fair place is, eBuoy Esports or Buoy Esports.
Buoy Esports.
Yeah. We got a little bit of an alliance coming in 2025.
So does that mean you're going to Yoda?
No,
No.
not at all. Because no one has to run.
You pay attention to what he was saying earlier?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard him.
No one has to run. I mean, everybody can run whatever manufacturer they want to run. So.
I mean, we might as well call it the Sideswipe Collective between Beatron,
Yeah.
CBR, and SRD And
we might, but I want to team up with Fetter Place because I know that he's gonna more than likely pick some people that are not known very well in ARCS, but have a lot of speed. And I'm, trying to get a team together that obviously can help me get better because I'm, this is again, I know everybody's making fun of me, but this is for real my last season in A squared.
I want it writing.
For 2025.
And signed.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'll sign it. But I want to at least try and make the playoffs. And I want people around me that are faster than me that can tell me like, hey, here's what my setup is. Here's my brake bias. Here's my brake cylinder, front cylinder, master cylinder, or whatever. And that will help me be better. I would have finished in the top 3 last night in TNT, but I almost pissed myself. And again, that's probably my fault for the alcoholism or allegedly alcoholism. But
they might as well rename that damn series.
Yeah, it's basically the Noah Belleville wins and everybody else finishes, second. He lapped the entire field at Iowa last night, so if any of y'all missed that, you really didn't miss anything because Noah Belleville lapped the whole fucking field. So, yeah, it's what do? You try and I was even playing strategy again. Like I said, I had to go piss because I was about to piss myself. But
you have a bottle? Have a bottle nearby?
Even then, you still gotta have basically two-hand that to prevent leakage.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. If you practice enough, you can do it with one.
Well, do you really expect him to practice pissing in a fucking bottle?
Yeah.
Well, you don't.
Practice.
The only bottle.
You're telling me you haven't?
Oh
No.
man.
The only bottle you can one hand is a fucking like Gatorade bottle, but that's because the hole is like this fucking big.
Well, cut the top off. There
I
you
was
go.
pinching.
You risk, if you cut the top off, you risk accidental cuts.
Sounds like a skill problem.
Yeah, I mean, like you got to take a lighter, burn the top of it, serrate the edge a little bit.
You're gonna do all that just to piss in a fucking bottle?
I was pinching the shit out of that motherfucker. I was pitching it so hard that I got a damn not a burr, but not a sore. That sounds really bad and
like a bump.
Cramp.
I was pinching my wiener so hard that
it's a kidney stone.
It's a little raw the night after, and I still finished 12th. So I pinched my wiener for no reason. Really, is the main thing.
We're getting canceled. 100%.
Nah, it's used to.
It's over.
Well, it was a great run, and look, I've said I'm gonna get canceled like 18 times, and I'm still here. I'm still kicking.
That was about every broadcast you did for Ignition.
Yeah, well, I'm still here, so I mean,
just ride it out. I'm living on borrowed time.
I do have to be careful though when I do Friday nights on ABN because obviously I enjoy an alcoholic beverage well before y'all the session even opens. So I do have to be careful. But yeah, I mean, fuck, I like to drink. What do you want from me? I don't know.
Listen, no. Listen. If you change the word problem to opportunity in life, therefore, some would say you have a drinking problem. I say drinking opportunity. It's neither here nor there. It's a great way to live.
Hey, if somebody says I have a drinking problem, I tell them no. I pretty much.
I have no problem drinking at all.
I pretty much got it figured out. I don't.
Hey, listen, if I didn't have a game tomorrow, man, I'd be at the bar coming back. All right, let's run this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
You don't have a drinking problem; it's a drinking solution.
There you go.
Yeah,
Austin.
in chemistry, it is a solution. So I'm just following my sciences.
Oh man, that's
What a fucking
Austin.
nerd.
Austin just said the smartest thing he's ever said in his life.
I love that so much. I might put it on a car. Oh,
Speaking of,
87?
we're working on a little. So Connor, this is what I was gonna DM you, but I didn't get a chance. So I'm gonna do it live here in front of the two viewers that are watching us here. All right, so we're working on an A squared promo video. Me and
Yes, sir.
Feemster, and a couple other admins. Tell me how you. So I know you got some paint schemes for OST. How do you do that? Because I'm curious. Because we got some shots. I had some AI paint schemes like 2024, next gen AI paint schemes. How do you get those paint schemes that are specific to the drivers, and how do you get in there and get those paint schemes with all those people? And again, if you don't want to tell me, say,
Nah,
hey,
I
fuck
don't I
you.
don't have a business. I don't have a business for it. I do it because.
How do you do that?
How do I do it?
Everybody sends them their pains.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
people
but
will
what?
DM me.
But I get
The
that part.
process?
But what do you do? Yeah. So let's say I message everyone in A Squared and I say, hey, you have your primary number, you know your
Mhm.
paint scheme. A lot of people like you and me and Smeal's already made my scheme for 2025. That scheme, how do you get that loaded into an AI or whatever session to where I can have paint schemes from, you know, these drivers? How do I get that? How do I get that
Oh,
footage?
it's so funny you bring this up because I was just talking when I did the ARX promo. I'm having issues with trading paints right now loading the AI rosters into iRacing. When I load them in, all the cars are white right now. So I don't know if it's something on my end that I'm working on. I checked I put a forum post out a couple weeks ago when I did the ARX edit, and a lot of people said that it was part of the update that had happened, something going on with that. So as of right now, it doesn't work well. I've tried to backdoor them, i.e., I'll have people send me the paints, and then I'll try and manually upload the paints to their iRacing 6-digit code, and that's worked with mixed results. But in the past, when it did work, was you go into trading paints, you would upload those paints to a private collection, like privately on your page, so you can view them, but nobody else can, and then
Gotcha.
you take those, put them in a collection. Then what you can do is go into your collection side on Trading Paints, like the browser, and enable them as AI ready. You can then customize like the stats on the website itself. You go into a single player race, load up the car, and then go to AI opponents, and right there it'll have like a 12-digit code, and whatever you name the collection to, click that, and what should work is you load it and you see all the paints there. I haven't had
I'm
that
so
work.
fucking confused right now.
Basically, you turn the paint schemes into an AI roster, is what he
Yes.
uses it.
Gotcha.
Yes. I did that for OST. And then I've done it a couple times, but usually I'll do that when I don't have replays or when the person who requests an edit or a paint for me, they want like a specific banner, and I don't have any, or they don't have that car currently uploaded to Trading Paint. So when I download their paint file, it shows their current paint. Then I'll use the AI roster to get clips. But usually, for the most part, like for paints, I'll just run what they give me, especially considering how the AI rosters are kind of buggy right now.
Gotcha. Well, I'll definitely have to get with you to see, because again, right now we're doing a little bit of y'all. I think y'all haven't seen anything that we've done for A Squared yet, but we're working on like a little promo video, and right now I'm just using the paint schemes that are on trading paints, which are obviously like NASCAR, paint schemes,
Mm-hmm.
which some people like me, I always run Ryan Blaney's 12,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of my sponsor. Um, but some people don't. Like some people will run a 31, and it's not a Richard Childress, you know, font or whatever. So we have these cars that are running around the track when we're doing these promos, and it's not really the full. It's not what y'all are running, like that if that makes sense. So, um, I want to get with you and see what we can figure out because we're working on some promo videos for A Squared. We're really trying to make this next season, kind of even bigger than it was last year, which I never thought that it would get to that, but here we are. I mean, 10 team owners, 40 cars on track. That's wild. I mean, that is absolutely wild. And I have a session or not a session, but I have a meeting set up with Carmen, with ABN, hopefully this weekend to kind of get our broadcast set up for next season. I have a lot of questions that admins and drivers have asked me, about the broadcast, that we got to get nailed down. And if we can't, then maybe we look at another option. And again, I'm not. ABN has been a great partner for ARCS for a long time, so but again, we have questions that my admins and my drivers have been like, hey, you know, we watch this series on such and such night, and the quality is top notch, yet y'all are running on 480p. So it's like, what do you do there? Like you gotta have that conversation to be like, hey, how can we get top notch quality, and even if it is just one person, because look, that's what I do on Friday nights, with ARX is I'm not only am I broadcasting, but I'm producing at the same time. And
Mm-hmm.
if we need to bring in a producer for Sunday nights for A Squared to help Kevin, which has been, he's been an awesome broadcaster, but at the same time, Kevin's PC may not be the best as far as graphics go when me as an owner, and president of ARCS, I go back and watch these races and I'm like, I don't even really honestly know who's who because the quality is just not there, and that's not Kevin's fault because he has the computer that he has, and you can't, it costs a lot to upgrade that, but there's other broadcasts out there where the quality is very clear. um and that that's something that's on me. I gotta have that conversation this weekend when we ARCS talks to our broadcast uh, company that we use now. But broadcasts. I mean, you see some of these broadcasts, and they're like, "Holy shit, this looks real!" Like it's wild what these broadcast companies can do nowadays. And hopefully y'all see it on Fridays. My my computer's pretty good. Um, my commentary is probably not great, but I mean, the computer at least y'all can see yourself. It's not a bad quality, but it all goes back to whoever is streaming. That's what we see. So it's like if their computer is throttled back, then we see that, and it's like we got to figure that out, you know. And I know I've went off on, you know, left hand here, but
I think to circle back to, I think some of the promotional stuff and it kind of ties in with the broadcast stuff a little bit. I think a lot of the current issues, the game right now is very buggy. It's very intensive on a lot of units. And especially when you're trying to do promotional stuff and you're trying to do broadcasts, it's very taxing. And some of the quality of life stuff, it doesn't work how it's supposed to right now. Going back to when you were talking about, loading paints and making an AI roster, like that used to work seamlessly without any faults. I can't make it work. I know I've talked to a couple people to try and get it resolved. They can't get it to work either. I can only imagine what that scales up to when you're trying to do a whole production and a whole broadcast and you're showing 40 cars and you're trying to run as high quality as you can but try and keep 60 fps while trying to make that run and then also broadcast it. I can only imagine the intensity that goes to. So I think those are valid questions that you bring up, and they're valid arguments to make up when you meet with these production teams. But also on the same token, like it's the way that the game is right now. It's not very optimized right now. They keep adding things and adding things and adding things.
Netcode is really bad right now too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's tough. It's really tough.
It is for sure. But yeah, I'm tired. So let's wrap.
I got this 87 to run.
Yeah, I know we all got things to do. Anybody want to bring up anything here before we close this thing out?
Yeah, draft me for A squared.
Yeah,
I'm on the board.
we'll see. We'll see. I might pick you up. If you're still in the second round, I might pick you up.
Listen, I'll actually put myself in third round. I think I might be lower down the draft board, which I don't mind, but I'm not.
Well, you just said here, and I might delete this broadcast just because of this, because you said you're full time now. So I might delete this off the YouTube, and only probably 3 people saw it, but I got it in my head because you're full time. So
all right, yeah. Listen.
Game's over.
I will put it in the Discord right now, and I'll say I'm making my bid full time.
No, please don't.
Ryan's like, don't do that to me.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
The only reason why I said anything about part time, and I'll keep this brief because I know we want to wrap up, is just when preseason starts up in the spring. Usually, like I'm 90% certain that I'll have nothing to do on Sundays. If anything, they'll be in the morning. Mm-hmm. But I can't fully rule that out. Mm-hmm. So that would be the only thing, and that would pick up in March. That's the only thing that would sort of kind of stop me. But other than that, like I have no other conflicts or no other time constraints. So it's looking really good in terms of being available. But I kind of just been waiting until I get further information. But I'm putting my shoe in as I plan on going full time with a contingency that I'll run part time. And I didn't want to make anything too known until the season closes out and I get an idea of what preseason for next year is going to look like. So there we go.
Well, next year will be fun for sure. Regardless, absolutely. I mean, we got almost 60 drivers, I think, right now registered for 2025. So I think it's going to be, it's going to be even bigger than last year, which I didn't think and we still have like 3 or 4 recruitment races as well for A squared. So this Sunday we have another recruitment race. So for those of y'all that are listening that want to run A squared, come out Sunday night. Show your skills. There's going to be at least 2 or 3 owners there to watch you, to race with you. We're not looking for the fastest people on the planet Earth. We're, at least me, I'm looking for people that'll be there, that can commit, that can just have a good race. I'm not looking for somebody that's gonna cause issues or whatever it may be, but just come out, have fun with us. We'll drink some beers, we'll have fun. That's what it's all about. That's what ARCS is about. That's how we were founded. When COVID started, I mean that's what we do. So again, I'm gonna close this thing out because I gotta go to bed because I gotta work in the morning. But thank you, Mongold. I didn't really invite you, but you showed up anyway. You're like herpes. You just showed up. But Connor, thank you for being a part of it. Smeel, thank you for being a part of it.
Hey, thank you for putting this on, brother.
Yeah, had a blast, and we'll do another one of these next Friday. But appreciate y'all coming on, and I'll let y'all see yourself out, and I'll close this out after y'all leave. Thank y'all again.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good night, fellas.
All right, that was episode 31 with John Smeel. Tommy Reynolds was in there for a little bit. Austin Mongold came in. Connor Knowlton. Thank you all for being a part of this podcast. I'm still trying to get Donald Ray on this thing. We'll get it eventually, but thank you all, and I'm gonna go to bed. We'll see y'all Tuesdays. HGL. I'm free now, so no broadcast there, but we'll be back next Friday night for ARX. So till I see y'all next time, make sure you stay on that loud pedal.
Welcome to ARCS, Behind the Driver Podcast.